Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Be Safe. Today I'm back with another video. Today I'm telling you how I came to China. So if you're new here, please subscribe and welcome. Share the video, comment, let me know what you think and let me know what you want to hear from me. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. So let's get into it. Guys, how did I come to China? I finished my high school in 2015. So in 2016, I was just home, not doing anything. And you know, one thing that I never did was apply in any university in Zimbabwe, because growing up, I've always had this idea that, or this imagination in my mind that I want to go somewhere, I want to go study somewhere. So I never really wanted to apply in any university because I was afraid that if I apply and then I got accepted, then my family would say go. So the best way was for me not to apply at all. No one really suggested that I should go to any university, or why are you not applying. It wasn't a decision that, it wasn't something that people talked about. It wasn't something that my family discussed. So I remember I had friends that I graduated with in high school, and they would come home and tell me, oh, I've gotten admission to this university in Zimbabwe, of course. And then I'd be like, oh wow. And then they started going to school and coming back for holidays, and they would visit me. It was really amazing. And at the same time, I never thought like, oh, why, but I'm still home. No. So, but I remember applying in South Africa. A friend of mine helped me to apply. Tawanda Vumbamir. So he helped me to apply. Tawanda helped me to apply. I applied to a university in South Africa, and I didn't get admission. So I was really sad. I was like, but I wanted to go there and stuff like that. In 2016, I think around September, August to September, a cousin of mine came to China, and then my mom came and told me that, oh, your cousin went to China and stuff like that, and she said, yeah, you could go, and then I was like, really? Like, I felt like, wow, I've arrived. And so I was really like, hey, and I was really happy. And I started looking for universities and looking for places and stuff like that. And I remember connecting to this company, and then we were communicating about everything. And then it was time for us to pay like $2,000. And I remember my mom saying, no, that's a lot of money to just pay to people that we don't know, and we are not so certain about everything right now. So we didn't do it. We ended up not doing it, and the process was really like the end. So we're supposed to pay, and then everything is finished. So we didn't pay. And then I felt like, oh, maybe she's having a cold feet. She doesn't want me to go to China anymore and stuff like that, So I was just like, oh, I'm not happy. Cousin go to China and everything, realized, wow, things are really working out well. And we realized, wow, so instead of using an agent, why don't we just let my cousin apply for me? So then my cousin applied for me to go to China. And by the way, this was before, I remember we then finished 2016. And at this point, we're still considering maybe South Africa is better, And then I remember in that December, I went to South Africa and a lot of things happened where I was at gunpoint and stuff like that, blah blah blah. So that made my family to say, no, 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 you're not going to study in South Africa. We don't want you to do that. So now China then became like that option for me. Like, okay, since, because at this point I told you guys, Zimbabwe is out in my mind, of course, in my mind. I remember in 2016, end of 2016, we moved to this other place. My mom was working to this other new place, and then we got to that place, and when we were staying in that place, I started going to church. The lady was staying at this place invited me to the church where she was going, so we started going to this church. And then what happened there was, there was this man of God who would pray for people whatever they want and stuff like that. And I remember my mom saying, hey, since you want to go to China, why don't you go? And then they pray for you that, I want to go to China, but I don't have money, I don't have the funds for it, and this is something that I really want to do. At this point, I'd made it obvious to the people that I really want to go there. So my family was really supportive, and I then went to church. And when I went to church, I told them, so I attended a Tuesday service where people would be prayed for one-on-one, of course with everyone there, but your issues are being tackled personally, individually. So I went there, and then I was prayed for, and then I went home. I told them, okay, they prayed and stuff like that, and then we told my cousin to apply. And then at this point we were applying, we're not really sure how we're gonna do everything, the money, everything, so my cousin applied for me, and I then got admission, and I was so happy and stuff. I was so excited, really, really excited, because this was something that I've always dreamt of since I was a baby. So I remember when I got my admission and all that, when everything was in order, and then before things happened and God opened doors, and then boom, I got my admission. Next thing I was there in Harare applying for visa to come here. And I didn't forget, guys. I had to go back and thank that man of God. And also I testified in church. I was given time to testify of what God had done, because this was like, we were kind of experimenting, because at this moment we were really experimenting. Okay, I think it's gonna work. But I believed, because I wanted this thing so bad, so I really had no room for doubt. I believed. So then we came to China. I came to China. That's how everything happened, and God opened doors. So I'm really grateful that God did this for me. And he did it for a purpose. He did it for a reason. There was a reason why I should be here, not just to study, but it's always bigger than that. It's always bigger than that. There's always more. And I'm so grateful. I feel like most of the times people forget to mention God. It is by God's grace that we do what we do, and that we do certain things. And people feel that it's not really necessary to mention it. No, it is. People are always leaving out God. But it is him that gives us these opportunities and stuff like that. So yes, my cousin applied for me, and then next thing I'm booking tickets. I was really excited. That I couldn't wait. And then 2017 March, I then came to China, and ta-da, here I am. So this is how I came to China. So the thing is, guys, if you have something that you believe in, something that you really want to do, don't limit yourself. Or so the advice that I would give to somebody is, if you are believing God in something, if you have something that you want to do, just keep on believing in it. And sometimes it doesn't really make sense, and sometimes you might feel like, maybe this will seem like it won't work. No, nothing is going to limit you. You alone can limit yourself. So don't limit yourself and don't limit God. To be honest, guys, I didn't really have an idea of how the funds were going to come out or how the plan. Or at first, I didn't even think my family would agree. When I applied in South Africa and it didn't work out, I was like, oh my God, so does this mean what am I gonna do? Maybe this is not. But then guess what? It was for my good, because if I had gone there, I wouldn't be here right now. But in that moment, it wasn't clear like this. But I just had to know and to remember that God has a way. And for somebody who had made it in her mind that I'm not studying in Zimbabwe, I want to go out of the country, I did that. And I was like, even if they don't accept me at this place, I'll apply again in other universities. So my dream was, just like I would go there. But it was that dream that somehow seemed far-fetched. But it came to pass. Because, sometimes when God, sometimes you might feel like, no, this is not, it's just an idea that I had. That idea is not coming out of nowhere. And when you water and cultivate your idea, it will manifest and things will happen. People might feel like, oh no, you've always had it figured out, your parents would pay for you. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. No. But by God's grace, everything is possible. You can only limit yourself. You can only limit, when you can imagine something that in your mind, it is so real that you believe it and you see it happening. I never saw myself in any university in Zimbabwe. That's how much I wanted to go out of the country. So if you are to start a business, if you are to start something, if you are to start a ministry, you have to see it, and you have to believe in God. You have to know that God is by my side and is working with me all the way. When you feel like you don't know the way, Jesus says He is the way. So if you go to Him, He shows you direction. He shows you where to go. It is that moment that, sometimes your parents might not go to church, but they know. They know that they know where to send you. They know, it's so amazing. It's something that I look at and I'm so grateful, because my family, they know that in times where things seems impossible, God is the way. God takes you there. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. I love you so much. So I'm really grateful to have been born in this family, to have been given these parents, these guardians that always know what to do and know where to send me, to know that you go to Jesus. Jesus is the way. And I witnessed that. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, everyone. I'm so blessed. I have a very loving family. I am so blessed. I thank God for them. I really thank God for them. They go out of their way to make sure that I'm happy, to make sure that we are happy. to make sure we are okay. And these are people that are really so amazing. I've learned so much about love. The love that you can get from your family, the love that you can get from God. So happy that, you know, this village girl, you know, guys, I grew up from the villages. Do you know that? I think some of you know that. So this village girl is here in China now. Who would have thought? These are things that, don't let your imagination be so small. It does not matter where you're coming from. I came from the villages. This is where I grew up. From the villages. Hey, the villages. Not the villages where you have electricity and your place is just like, no. There is no electricity. The villages where you carry water on your head and where you go to fetch firewood. Anyways, this is a story for another day. So guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Again, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and the village girl has gone abroad. Oh, thanks to God. So I'm really grateful to God. I'm really grateful to God. I'm really grateful to my family. You know, see you next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you like and enjoy the video.